Hello everyone. Today I'm going to introduce lateral thinking. First, the definition of lateral thinking. Lateral thinking is a non-linear problem-solving method. It uses creativity and new perspectives to create innovative solutions. Unlike traditional logic thinking, it does not follow fixed steps. It helps us look beyond obvious answers. It structures our understanding of problems and explore more possibilities to deal with complex challenges flexibly. Next, its importance. Lateral thinking benefits our personal development, academic performance, and career success. It provides new practical ideas for problems that traditional methods cannot solve. It also promotes innovation in introduction, business, and technology. Most importantly, it breaks rigid thinking patterns and helps us make breakthroughs. Then, the differences between lateral and linear thinking. Linear thinking, also called vertical thinking, is logical, systemic, and sequential. It focuses on correctness and optimizes existing solutions. In contrast, lateral thinking is creative, flexible, and unconventional. It focuses on creating new solutions instead of improving old ones. There are four core principles of lateral thinking. The first is using different perspectives. It encourages us to view problems from multiple angles, challenge fixed assumptions, and redefine problems. This helps us avoid narrow judgments and find hidden causes to get better solutions. The second is breaking conventional thinking patterns. Most people rely on fixed thinking habits, which cause mental blocks and bias. Lateral thinking helps us jump out of rigid routines, keep an open mind, and generate original ideas. The third is creating connections between unrelated ideas. Most innovations come from combining ideas from different fields. This skill turns isolated information into creative and practical solutions for study and industry. The last one is being open to new ideas. We should not reject unusual or imperfect ideas immediately. Many unpolished ideas can become valuable after refinement. An open mind reduces fear of failure and supports continuous innovation. In conclusion, lateral thinking is a flexible and creative thinking mode. It helps us break thinking limits and solve problems innovatively.
3. Lateral thinking techniques. A provocation. Provocation is a deliberate broad statement that challenges existing norms to spark new ideas. It is not meant to be logical at first, but to push the mind out of its comfort zone. Chris Mono at AL 2025 confirmed that provocation is one of the most effective lateral thinking techniques to disrupt routine thinking and open up new solution paths. For example, asking what if a human didn't need to sleep pushes us to rethinking work schedules, productivity, and lifestyle design. In business, a provocation like what if a store had no prices can lead to innovative model such as a subscription service or pay what you want system. These techniques turns a possible question into starting point for innovation. B. Challenging. The challenging technique involves questioning why things are done a creative way and refusing to accept that's just how it is. Winkowitz and Dunchev 2024 highlights that challenging assumption is critical for active lateral thinking. as many problems remain unsolved simply because no one questions the existing rules. A classic example is asking, why must the store have a payment counter? This challenging lead to self-checkout system, mobile payment option, and even cashier like store like Modern Go. In education, challenging why must learning happen in classroom has given reason to online learning, homeschooling, and a project based on the outdoor education. The challenging technique turns passive acceptance into active innovation. C. Alternative concepts. Alternative concepts focus on finding new way to research to the same goals instead of improving the old method. Quiz model at AL 20.5 notes that these techniques help avoid incremental improvement and create transformative solutions by exploring multiple pathways instead of picking a single one. For instance, instead of asking how to make better books, we ask beside books, what are other ways to deliver knowledge? This opens doors to productive video courses, interactive apps, and educational games. In healthcare, instead of improving traditional clinics, organizations use telemedicine, mobile health ones, and AI chatbots to provide care. Random input. Random input used an unrelated word, object, or image to trigger new connection in the brain. Winkowski and Donchev 2024 explained that the brain naturally seeks pattern even between dissimilar concepts, making random input highly effective for idea generation when team feel stuck. For example, using the word forest to inspire city design can lead to green urban planning, community gardens, and three in the public space in product design. Picking a random work like butterfly might inspire lightweight, floatable, or colorful future. This technique introduce fresh and excited element to restart creative thinking. In reversal thinking believes the problem is high, looking at the opposite of the usual approach. Instead of solving the problem directly, you imagine the reverse scenario to discover new solutions. For example, instead of how to get a customer to buy now, I think ask what if customer paid after using the product, not before. This reversal leads to trial period, buy now, pay later service, and subscription model in management, reversing how to make employee work harder to how to make work more engaging, improve motivation and productivity. Reversal thinking bypass mental blocks by approaching problem from an entirely new angle.
Then let's talking about process of using literal thinking. Literal thinking is a creative way of solving problems by looking at situations from different perspectives. It helps people create new ideas instead of using only traditional methods. The first step is to clearly understand the real problem instead of focusing only the surface issue. People should question why the problem happens and explore different perspectives. For example, a business may ask why customers are losing interest in a product instead of only trying to sell more products. This helps identify the root cause and opens more opportunities for creative solutions. After identifying the problem, people can use techniques such as provocation, challenge, or random input to create new ideas. This method helps people think in different ways. For example, asking, why must customer come to the shop? can give people ideas like online shopping or delivery services. After new ideas come, they should be checked carefully because not every idea will work well. The best ideas should be improved before they are used. For example, the idea of customer paying after using a product can become a subscription service or a free trial system. The final step is to test the solution in real situations and make improvements if you need. Feedback from the user can help find problems and improve the system. This process makes sure the solution works well and keeps getting better over time.
So I will talk about the application of lateral thinking in various fields. First, in business and product innovation, lateral thinking helps companies create new products and services. Business don't only follow traditional ideas, they try different and creative ways to attract customers and stand out in market. Second, in education, lateral thinking helps students think creatively instead of only memorizing facts. Teachers can use brainstorming, group discussion, and problem-solving activities to improve students' critical thinking and creativity. Next, in engineering and technology, lateral thinking helps engineers solve complex problems. Engineers can explore different designs and creative solutions to improve systems and develop innovations. Lastly, in advertising and marketing, companies use lateral thinking to create unique and interesting advertisement. Creative message and emotional storytelling can attract attention and make the brand more memorable to customers. So in conclusion, lateral thinking is very important in many fields because it encourages creativity, innovation, and better problem solving. Okay, thank you.
Hi everyone, this is part 6. Innovation is often hindered by 3 invisible yet formidable walls. First is the weight of conventional mindset. Most of us are conditioned by years of linear, vertical logic, a process of finding the single correct path. Shifting to lateral thinking, which demands generating multiple, often divergent paths, feel unnatural and difficult. It requires us to unlearn the comfort of the right answer. Second is the resistance to the unconventional. Radical ideas are frequently killed in the cradle because they don't fit into existing frameworks, whether it's a fear of failure or a rigid preference. For proven method, decision makers often dismiss innovative solutions as impractical before they even have a chance to breathe. Finally, we must realize that creativity is a skill, not a spark. Lateral thinking isn't a spontaneous gift, it's a deliberate discipline. Mastery of technique like provocation or random input requires dedicated time, formal training, and an environment that treated experimentation as a necessity rather than a luxury.
Hello everyone, this part is conclusion. My name is Li Xinghui. In conclusion, lateral thinking serves as a highly effective 双的物语 nonlinear energy or cognitive unstage finding our framework in founding teams should fundamentally designed to foster ingenuity and uncover unconventional solutions. Unlike traditional vertical thinking, which relies heavily on sequential logic, featuring predictable patterns, and established methodologies to draw thinking deliberately disrupts entrenched mental paradigms. This creative methodology empowers individuals and organizations to bypass intellectual roadblocks and escape our rigid thought structures, thereby generating highly innovative and groundbreaking and breaking solutions that would remain likely因为性质未知 and undiscovered 对于人随地性质自由性。H. Standard analytical processes. Central to efficacy the 74 的 past synthesis of this technique is the strategic restructuring of problem-solving perspectives, rather than confronting obstacles through direct, conventional pathways and horizontal sources. Lateral thinking advocates for cognitive reframing that's by consciously challenging underlying assumptions, dismantling inherent conscientious and sincere cognitive biases, and analyzing challenges from multiple, often unorthodox vantage points. Individuals can identify hidden correlations and novel entry points. That this deliberate shift in perspective allows practitioners to redefine the parameters of a given issue, effectively transforming seemingly insurmountable problems into unique opportunities for straight intervention and Balkan resolution. Furthermore, lateral thinking extends beyond an abstract theoretical concept to function as a highly practical, cultivable skill that yields profound benefits across both personal and professional domains. Through deliberate and consistent practice, individuals can systematically enhance their creative capacity and problem-solving agility. In a professional context, the application of lateral thinking translates to improved organizational adaptability, the optimization of complex workflows, and the continuous generation of value-added initiatives. Ultimately, embedding lateral thinking into daily cognitive practices cultivates a resilient, proactive, and versatile mindset, ensuring sustained adaptability and a competitive advantage in an increasingly complex and rapidly evolving environment.